There you go. I knocked over your guys.
Fuck you.
Well,
God damn it.
How I've been treated so far today.
You've been treated just fine today.
I wish I spent that back if you're going to be all angry and yelling in the thing.
If you call me Pacino tonight, I swear to God, I'm going to hit you in the
Hoo-ah!
face. You're going to get a nut punch.
Hoo-ah! Are you ready? Ahem. Welcome to episode 65 of The Buzzed Files. Yes, sir. Can you just get out of my pockets a little bit?
They're mine.
I'm rolling in. All right. Well, how you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really don't know. The last couple of days have been shitty.
Yeah, it's not been a great week overall.
I tell you this.
Hang on. Go ahead.
You turn on the ice machine.
Yeah.
I hate that thing. I know you can't hear it on the recording, but I hear it, and it's so disruptive. I even turn off the dryer.
Sam has a fancy ice machine that makes like the good like.
I don't have it. We gifted it to our son because he wanted a Nugget like Chick-fil-A ice machine, and we could not afford the $1,900 or $2,000 one that you insert under your cabinets, like under your counter. So we got him one that goes on top of it. I think it was like, I don't know, $150. It was pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But he literally told us that's all he wanted for Christmas. So
Punch you down.
we did it. But it's worked out. My iced coffees are great. But he doesn't have ice when he goes to school because I use it all. And it doesn't make it fast enough.
All of these are true statements.
Anyways, the only highlight we had this week was our oldest.
Oh, yeah.
Got to start in his first middle school game.
Yeah.
Played the entire game.
Yeah.
And had like ridiculous rushing yards.
Yeah. The O-line was not blocking, so there was a lot of scrambling. It was just catch the snap and then immediately run for your life. But he picked up a bunch of yards. So
but Mama was recording, so she had to keep her composure because otherwise the video would have been go, 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 go.
Yeah, a lot of screaming.
So I'm doing this go, 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 go. Because this one won't go record. It's always up to me to record.
I gotta stay locked in. I gotta stay focused. Get my
and then when we
on.
get home, he's like, "Did you clean your lens? Why were you shaking? Why was this jumbling? Why are you screaming? Why is this so blurry? Can't you block the sun?"
Yeah.
Like,
she's not a professional videographer.
I would love to actually sit in the stands for once and actually watch my kid play.
You should do it.
I bet it's enjoyable.
We should get you one of those, like those little sticks that they use. And you could watch it, and then you just kind of like, it has like the GoPro on the end of it. That'd be good. I do want to talk about this. We're not going to get too deep into it, but this week, the Charlie Kirk thing, absolutely insane. That's the craziest thing. Like, I mean, for our generation,
we literally found out about it as we were walking into the football game at my son's football game on Wednesday night.
But just to watch it, like, I guess, I mean, it's like the equivalent of he's obviously not the president, but like,
I would say it's
the realism of like the Zapruder film with like JFK and stuff, which didn't get released for a long time until.
But because everybody has iPhones, they recorded it.
Oh my God!
They were recording his speech. They weren't recording his assassination. So,
it was crazy. I wanted to talk about this. I told you I wanted to talk about this. I've seen a lot of stuff because and that's the other thing. We're I would say fun podcast. We're not super serious.
Yeah.
But we do talk about conspiracies. So I wanted to kind of talk about this for a second.
But I still feel like if there's something serious going on, we need to talk about it.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't want to get political, but I wanted to talk about some of the conspiracy stuff come up. So, some of this is absolutely ridiculous. So I've seen
y'all are trying hard.
I've seen people say that he was shot from one of his security personnel from behind did not happen. It is so...
I heard it was a stray shot from a Republican in the crowd.
So ridiculous. I've also heard a lot of people say it was a professional hit. I truly do not believe it was a professional hit at all. It was a guy who has shot a rifle before.
So, I've watched certain sniper Marines analyze it, and they're like, "We're never told to go for the neck."
Yeah, it was not a professional hit whatsoever. You either shoot center mass into their chest or you aim for their head. So the neck is just he was aiming high or low, and that's how bad he missed by inches. So that's not a professional. But I just some of the stuff that's come out about, there's so many different things running through my head. Like, there's been stuff about when he came off the building. If you haven't seen this, like, he climbs off the building, people are saying, well, he doesn't have the gun. I'm like, he's carrying a huge duffel bag with him. Like, guns break down. So
yeah, there are some that, like, you can push the button like a tent almost. Like, you push it and it...
Well, I mean, you can disassemble a gun. I haven't seen...
he doesn't look like a guy that can disassemble a gun like a...
Most of the time, if you're taking a barrel off of a gun, I mean, it depends on, like, again, it just said a bolt-action rifle, so I don't know what rifle it was, but there are most guns you could take apart reasonably quick. I mean, he's not disassembling the whole thing; he's just getting the barrel off to get it into a bag. I'm sure more and more is going to be brought out about this and come out over the coming weeks and months and stuff, but there's just so many people are posting stuff on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and trying to drum it up into be this massive conspiracy. And I just don't believe it is. I think it's just and I'm a conspiracy guy. Me and you talked about this. I am Johnny Conspiracy. I'm like, well, I'll find it. I know, like JFK. Oh, there's multiple shooters, because there were. This wasn't any. This is just and this is hard to say. It was a lone gunman. It literally was this does not strike me as a team, or he was hired by, like, I've heard stuff saying that, I saw some saying that he was hired by Donald Trump because of the Epstein list and all that. I'm like, I think this is just some nut job that didn't like his political views and took a shot at him. It's absolutely wild. We talked about to be 22 years old and to piss your life away over somebody's political views is absolutely insane. I cannot imagine risking, I mean, you get one life. Why would you risk the rest of your life in jail or death row to kill somebody that just believes something different? He has no effect on you. He's not doing anything to hurt you. Like, it just baffles me. So
all he did was speak his piece.
Yeah. I just wanted to kind of touch on it briefly because, like I said, this is supposed to be a fun podcast, so I don't want to sit here and dwell on this, but a lot of the conspiracy stuff, I've watched some of it, I'm just like, not buying it's a professional shooter. I'm not buying that it was. There is one thing I saw, which the guy beside him in the white hat, I can buy.
He does.
I can buy into that.
This and he tugs his ear.
It's very strange because he's recording. He touches his ear, and then he touches his hat, and it's a very strange.
I would definitely pull him in.
It's a weird thing to go like this and then to touch your hat. And
I would probably
a lot of people are saying that was the ghost signal. So I don't know.
What about the guy in the black shirt behind him?
The guy in the black shirt. He
does like this and he goes.
The guy in the black shirt standing beside the guy with the white hat.
Yeah.
I didn't see. So I saw something.
He does something like this, and then he goes like this.
Somebody said that like that he was the final confirmation. Like, this is the go signal, and then when he did whatever, I didn't see that piece of it. I was watching the guy in the white hat. They said that. I can buy into that because it's very strange mannerisms to. I mean, if just with a hat. I mean, the guy's wearing a hat and sunglasses. Why is he?
And he's doing. Wait, bring your phone. He's doing this the whole time.
Well, he's recording. I mean, the people kept saying, "Oh, why is he recording him?" I'm like, well, he's standing 3 feet from him. What is he supposed to record?
But if that's the same security guy at all the Turning Point conventions,
Well, they have.
He's got more than enough videos to post and say, I was here, I saw it, I've seen him. But he didn't have to record that.
But they haven't announced who that is. We don't know that's one of his security.
I was going to say
that could just be some supporter of his.
That's the thing. No one's questioned that guy. Why hasn't the FBI pulled him?
Okay, calm down. He's the only guy that I would like to know that's being looked into. As far as being, like I said, the guy may be a lone shooter, but it's not unrealistic to think that there was somebody on the inside. And I'm not talking about the whole government. Like some people are saying, "Oh, this is the Republicans," or "This is the." I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but it's not crazy to think that there was two nut jobs, and he was kind of maybe helped him with where they were going or where to get or whatever. I would just like to see. There is some weird stuff with that guy, but. More to come if it comes out or that gets looked into. I am curious to see. Would you like to move on to some more fun topics?
Yeah, because you don't want me to go off on.
No, I sure don't.
It'd be like the space women.
Nope, definitely don't. The only other conspiracy that I have. So I wanted to bring this up, and I have a video for you. This is what I told you earlier. Just getting messages. What are we doing here?
Our neighbor just told me they're about to break into a motor and it's going to be loud for about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Love our neighbors. He knows that our youngest goes to bed between 7:30 and 8.
Yeah.
So he's warning us, but he's actually up. When we film, he gets to stay up late. So.
I want to talk about this. Every time something comes out, UFO or alien related, something big happens. Okay? Every time there's something happens with the drones, there's always something else to distract the media. In Congress, it was either the day he was assassinated or the day before. They had somebody come in. They had one of those congressional hearings with the whistleblower guys, and they have a video, which I'm going to show you. And this is of a UAP, UFO, whatever you want to call it. And these are military guys. It's being hit by a Hellfire missile, I believe is what it called. It just bounces off of it. And this came out. Literally, I saw it I think it was the day before. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's crazy!" And none of it's on the news, and because I follow a bunch of UFO stuff, but
There were a lot of things this week not on the news.
So look at this. This is the object, and you can see the missile comes in here in a second. I'm going to have to trim this video down because I didn't know it was 45 minutes long. And it just deflects it. And then there's 3 little trailing things following it now. You see how it's like it just bounced off of it. So they said a couple of the videos I watched said the Hellfire missile is like our bad boy. That they shoot at crap another jet or somebody entering our airspace, stuff like that. And it says, the information says Congressman Eric Burleson presented a jaw-dropping UAP video during today's hearing. A missile is fired at the object and it deflects like nothing we've ever seen. Then it keeps going as if physics don't apply. And in one of the videos I saw, he says, "Is there any craft or anything that we're aware of that could absorb a hit from one of those missiles and not just be completely destroyed?" And he said, we have no knowledge of any type craft. So again, it's just a very strange, I don't know what these things are. This thing's small, so this isn't like a UFO that's 25 yards across. I mean, that missile's not that big.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I mean, whether it's foreign tech, which I don't think it is, but I think it's like reconnaissance drones sent down from UFOs and stuff. That's like what he says in that was weak. It's what he says, like in that movie Signs. He says something like, "What do you first thing you do is you send out a reconnaissance crew, scope things out, see how it looks, and stuff." We talked about this a couple episodes ago, that meteor or whatever it is. There's more and more stuff coming out about that. I keep seeing stuff about that. They said like it's changing colors now. We talked about this in the episode. It's 2 episodes before this, I think. But that the light is coming from the front of it and stuff. That there's a lot of weird stuff going on with that.
You're making my.
I think we're.
You're making my weird conspiracy want to come out.
I think we're gearing up for an alien invasion. I really do. I thought I'd say, maybe I didn't. There's so much of it that I see about that. What is
I'm holding
Atlas,
back, audience.
Atlas
I'm holding back right now.
About what? Please don't go off on a.
See, he doesn't want to go off.
I don't want you to.
I'm just gonna sit here and be pretty.
Yeah. So what happens a lot of times?
Can you see my shirt?
We have these podcasts. There's a hole in it.
I know, it got holes in it. I
On purpose?
Yeah. It's a cow being beamed up into a UFO.
I heard something interesting about that. There's something. God, I sound like such a nut job. There's something with cow blood, bovine blood, that they can use. Like I saw something where I want to say it's in China. This is just coming from the depths of my mind here. But there was something where they were using like bovine blood when they were. They're trying to incubate babies in a lab, through a robot thing, and they said they're using bovine blood and stuff. So they didn't know if that was related to. Is that why aliens take the cows? Because when they take the cows, there's never any blood. Like when they do those cattle mutilations.
I don't know whether they're sure anymore.
Yeah, like. I'll have to look into it because I just saw it and I'm like, well, that's crazy. I can't save all the crazy stuff I see for the podcast because I see too much of it. My algorithm is
alarming.
It's absolutely terrifying.
Oh, we didn't put their Bigfoot sign.
Oh yeah, we forgot that. That's all right. Sam bought us a new Bigfoot sign. We gotta hang it up.
The mailman bent it.
So we're still doing. We talked. I think Sam's dad is going to help us build our bar / desk.
We're gonna change
for the studio. We've been talking about it. We don't want to do it and kind of half-ass it, so we're trying to get like a good setup. We're going to move into a different room. I found a really good
one today.
But we've kind of been looking at plans. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but I think we're going to build us like a bar so me and Sam can sit behind the bar.
Because it's
and make it
buzz
more
files. So
yeah,
we need it at a bar, not a kitchen table.
But it's going to kind of be like the viewers are sitting there having a beer with us, like while we're just sitting there talking or whatever. So
it's like Cheers.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing, like I'm just the crazy guy down at the end of the bar, like, hey.
Oh my God!
You want to hear some crazy shit I just heard?
We need to hang beer mugs, like with
could.
the hook, like the actual beer mugs with handles.
Yeah, we could
hang them, and I could be back there like cleaning them.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? Oh God.
You're gonna
dancing.
Sam's just wiping down the counter for 45 minutes, just.
Aw, the 2 guys from Cheers. The one guy died. What am I? The guy from what's the movie with Chris Pratt?
The robot.
Where he's just constantly cleaning.
Passengers. Yeah. He's like, why are you always cleaning stuff?
He's like, I don't know.
All right. I didn't tell you what my topic was tonight. Are you excited?
Oh, we have a topic? I thought.
Oh yeah.
I thought your conspiracy. Okay.
No, that was not the topic. That was something that just got dropped into our laps here on.
I'm still waiting for the oldest to finish his fucking joke.
Okay, settle.
I'm just saying.
Settle.
So I put a whiteboard on the fridge and it says, "Tell me a joke," and he said, "Knock knock," and I said, "Who's there?"
Sam wants him to write the rest.
We're a week into it, and I don't know who is there.
Should I tell him my joke?
No.
Oh, okay. It's inappropriate. Sam said I can't say that.
You told it to the oldest, and I had to tell him he couldn't say it at school.
He laughed. He thought it was funny. apparently it's
Well, 13-year-olds think inappropriate.
apparently it's insensitive, or I don't know. It's not good to say. I don't want to get canceled. I can't. I mean,
I feel like I'm not talking enough tonight.
Okay. Well, we talked about some hot topics
That I'm not allowed to talk about.
Let me say this.
I was censored before.
Yeah. We have had numerous episodes where Sam has gone on rants and then she watches it and she's like, please take all of that out. And I had to chop out like a 15-minute segment of Sam just like... and I'll tell you, just... and she's just like sweating and she sounds like some kind of, you know...
I need an outlet.
Well, I don't know if YouTube is the outlet.
Fine. Then tomorrow during our race, by the way, we're doing a 5K in the morning. I signed him up.
Oh, terrible. Sam texts me about this race, and she's like, hey, you want to do this like 5K race with us? Like, I don't know, like
because our oldest wants to do it, and the youngest wants to do everything.
So she's like, it's in a couple months. I'm like, yeah, I guess. So Sam drops this little ditty. She's like, all right. So the race starts at 8, and I'm like, in the morning on a Saturday,
and we have to be there at 7:45 for a picture.
Yeah, and it's 30 minutes away from our house. I'm like, so we're getting up basically like we're going to fucking work on Saturday morning, and I have to run. I don't even get to go sit in the air conditioning. I have to go and do. Oh,
you don't have to run. You can walk.
I was like, why aren't these races ever at 10 o'clock in the morning? Why are they always at 8?
Because they close down streets. They
close. It's Saturday in downtown. There's nobody downtown. Oh, it's at UNF, whatever. All right, let me get into my topics.
I can't vent about what I want to vent about, so I'm not.
No, you're not going to vent. We are going to do some beer pong after this.
I can't believe you censored me on my own podcast.
Mm-hmm. Either I censor you or YouTube does, but there is a lot of stuff you're going to say that's not good.
Well, can I just say it and you edit it?
No! I want to talk and get through this. Jesus Christ. Like, how long are you going to talk about being censored?
I thought this was free speech.
No, it's not free speech. We learned that this week. You can't say what you want to say. Okay? All right. This is something fun, because the podcast is fun, and it's not all about anger. Okay? It's about time travel.
Well, when shit happens.
Shush! Are you going to ruin the whole podcast? Do you want to just do your rant and I can go watch TV? Because I got football to watch. Like, I mean, if you're...
What football? High school football?
High school football, bro.
Jesus Christ, good life.
You are the worst co-host of all time.
I'm the best co-host.
Worst.
I'm the best. Go ahead, drop a comment. Who's the best co-host? Me.
Do you want to just end it now? I mean...
No, go ahead. What's your topic?
Well, you're not being fun. You're being...
Okay, I'm being fun.
You're being unpleasant.
No, I'm being...
Why don't you chug a couple beers
and
shut the fuck up?
You made me sit inside all day long. I didn't go outside all day.
Oh, my God.
The only outside I got was to go grocery shopping. That's fun. Hip check somebody. I'm going to start listening to Eminem when I go grocery shopping.
All right.
I'm going to be on the top.
God's sake. So this is about time travel. Okay? I've done some research on some interesting time travel stories. Okay? I'm going to load you up here. All right? You can tell me which ones are bullshit. I got some pictures too. So what I was looking for, and I've listened to different podcasts about this and heard different stories throughout time. But I got a couple of them that I was specifically looking for. I couldn't remember where I heard them or whatever, but there are some photos of people that look out of place. Okay?
I've seen them, yeah.
All right, so this is called The Hipster at the Bridge opening, and it's in British Columbia, Canada, in 1941. All right, so it says probably one of the most famous one of these type stories. It says a black and white photographer of a crowd at a bridge opening in 1941 appears to show a man wearing sunglasses, a graphic t-shirt, and what looks like a modern hoodie. All right, so this is the photo.
1941, they have hoodies.
This dude looks out of place.
Oh. You sure that's not AI?
No. Like, look at everybody else. I don't know why this guy's in color. But, I mean, he's wearing... Like, look at his sunglasses. And his hair. Like, it's, like, spiked up. And he's got this, like...
This is a zip-up hoodie.
Look at everyone else. All the other men are wearing suits and top hats. I mean, these guys aren't, but like, he's out of place. Okay, so this is what I found. Where's my notes? The notes that I found, like, I mean, and this is, I ran some of this through AI, but it says historians have shown that all of the clothing he's wearing exists back then. It just wasn't common. Still though, like, those sunglasses look extremely out of place, but even like the t-shirt, like, they didn't have, like, people didn't wear
graphic shirts.
Yeah, I mean, like, kids, yes, but like,
kids back then didn't even wear graphic shirts.
It just, all of it, even his hair is all spiked up and crazy. Guys didn't wear their hair like that in 1941. Like, and why is he at a bridge opening? I mean, it's not a historic event, but it's a weird thing. So this is 1928. It says it's from a video behind the scenes of Charlie Chaplin's The Circus. Okay, so this says in 2010, a YouTuber noticed that in the scene, a woman walks by holding something to her ear, seemingly speaking into it like a cell phone. All right. The notes on it say that it was probably a hearing aid, but why would you be walking like around?
Oh, that's not the one I've seen. I've seen a different one.
This one's blurry. I'll have to try to find a better picture for the actual.
She looks like she's on a horn.
This one's blurry.
Which is what people that couldn't hear very well would.
In the other video I've seen, she's kind of like it looks different. I have the other one you're talking about. It's on my list.
She's like walking and holding.
It
looks like a brick.
Yeah, it says.
But it looks like an 80s
so
cell phone.
I'll skip down to that one. It says this is in 1938. So it says a woman holding what looks like her cell phone to her ear, and this says the factory was owned by a communications company, and she was likely holding an experimental wireless telephone prototype in 1938. Not buying that. I didn't have fucking cell phones in 1938.
Wireless.
No.
Like, we had car phones that had connection.
No.
Oh my god, do you remember car phones?
So this is it.
Yeah.
I mean, the weird thing is nobody around her is like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? But like, it looks weird. Like, I don't know, like, what could this possibly be? I mean, I guess, I don't know, did they have like tiny radios back then? And she listened to like an AM FM radio or something?
Maybe. Yeah.
In the because in the 30s, like, that was like when people had those big ass radios in their house and stuff. You know, like that.
Well, they had little radios.
Not handheld, though.
Battery operated.
Not handheld. I don't think they did. You think about, like, in the 1980s, like, the radios were, like, giant. Like, the things like this. It's the size of, it looks like she's holding this. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. All right. I got a couple other ones here. This is on a Mike Tyson fight. Have you seen this one? So it says it's 1995.
I have heard this.
Mike Tyson versus Peter McNeely, and in the background it looks like somebody's holding up a smartphone that's recording. This one, I mean, it looks like a freaking iPhone.
It's even got
the light thing on it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's something cool. Like and it's kind of the cool thing. Like, if you could time travel and go to something, you might. But I'd like to go see a Mike Tyson fight in 1995. You know, I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
I have other things I'm time travel to, not Mike Tyson fight.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you're a big boxing fan, I got one more here I want to share the picture of. This one is, all right, so this is from 1917. And it's commonly referred to as The Last Picnic. It captures a group of people sitting on a hillside at San Jose Bay, Vancouver Island in Canada. And
are they always in Canada?
I don't know. Canada must be a hot spot for time travel. It says
it's cold.
Maybe that's what it's got to be cold to time travel. We should figured it out. No.
Well, no, because like when you watch the shows, it's always cold.
Oh, when they time travel?
Like
usually when they come out, it's cold.
The work thing makes it cold.
Maybe that's what it is. So this is he's often labeled as Surfer Man. Let me show you the picture. This dude looks out of place too. This is 1917. All right. So you see all these people? Mm-hmm. Everyone's wearing suits and hats and whatever.
You wearing a beanie?
He's got long shaggy hair
and a t-shirt
and shorts. He's wearing shorts. Looks like Ashton Kutcher hanging out.
Looks like the oldest.
Like seriously. I mean, look at.
That's what he looks like when he wakes up in the morning.
Look at everybody else around though. Like his clothing is so out of place. Like even look at this guy. He's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like he's looking at it. Like everyone has like all of them. All the men have on long sleeve shirts, and most of them have on suit jackets.
Yeah.
And like even the kids have on like slacks and stuff. Like this dude's rocking short, like looks like cut off jeans, a t-shirt, and his hair's all long in his face.
Which was not a thing.
No, like that's the thing. That's like the first one we talked about. The guy's hair is a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like people like back then like greased it and like slicked it down or parted it. Like you didn't. Like there's some of these guys. Like this looks like something out of like Back to the Future, where he's like, you gotta get some new clothes, Marty, like you can't wear that. So I do have a couple that are not photos, but interesting stories, and these have been talked about a ton, but for people that haven't heard them, let me scroll down here. This is John Titor, or Titor, I don't know. This is a story, and this says that this has been disproven, but for fun. It says a man was posting on internet forums claiming to be a soldier from the year 2036. This is back in 2000 and 2001.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says he traveled back to 1975 to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer to debug old computer code in the future. He made a stopover in the year 2000 and answered people's questions. And I've seen some stuff about this. This went on for like months where he was answering people's questions. It says he predicted a second American Civil War starting in 2004, which didn't happen. But again,
I mean,
is it the butterfly effect and he caused it not to happen? That whole thing.
But I feel like some of the shit that's going on is a little close.
So this says why people still believe some of his predictions about tech, like a coming focus on AI and fragmented internet, seemed oddly accurate. Okay. There's a whole bunch of other stuff about this guy, and we could probably do a whole episode about all the stuff he predicted and got right or wrong. So we could look into it, because it gave me a good, I was like, well, we could look into this guy, because I've heard the story before, but we could dive deeper into it. But he just disappeared one day.
Did The Simpsons predict what happened this week?
No. Not that I know of. I haven't watched all the Simpsons episodes. I'm behind on The Simpsons like 10 years. Like I stopped watching a long time ago. Like
well, I didn't know,
same thing with Family Guy. I'm like, super far behind.
I didn't know if like that came up like once again The Simpsons predicted.
No.
Like someone else found it.
You, I'm assuming, have heard about the Philadelphia experiment, right? You heard about that? This is a big one. These are ones you could do whole episodes on. So the Philadelphia experiment. This is in 1943. There was a U.S. Navy like battleship that they had set up with what they thought was going to be a cloaking device to basically make it invisible. Okay. The claim is that it totally disappeared. So it was in, I want to say, I don't have it in the notes. I want to say it was off the coast. It was out in the ocean, like Virginia or something. Or I want to say it was further south, like maybe off of Georgia's coast or something like that. But it's all off the coast, and then it disappeared. It reappeared in somewhere up north, like Virginia or something like that. Popped up there for a minute or two, and then reappeared back in where it was. And the thing that's crazy is they say...
Isn't the whole point in submarines?
It's not a submarine, it's like a giant battleship.
Isn't the point? It's just to be sneaky?
Not within seconds to travel thousands of miles now, or hundreds of miles now. Like, disappears, it's gone, they're like, oh shit, it's working, then it's back, okay? The crazy thing is that they say that a lot of when it reappeared, most of the sailors were fused into the ship. Like, there was like arms coming out of like the walls and all this crazy shit. Like, so it's like it went into some kind of time warp, and then when it came back together, like not everything fit together, basically.
Probably because of all the metal. And
that's another one we could do a whole episode, and I could dig up a whole bunch of other information and stories. It's probably
some type of like the guy that sucked up with his necklace in the MRI machine and died.
Yeah,
it's probably something like that because they're encased in a metal ship.
But they say it basically got the conspiracy is that it got written off as something that didn't ever happen. And I mean, in 1943, it wasn't hard to write shit off and say, no, that didn't happen. Everyone just went, oh, okay. Well, we trust the government. Obviously, it didn't happen if the government said it didn't happen. Clearly.
Trust the government.
All right, I got one more. This one is interesting, and this one hasn't been debunked, but this is a story. This was two English women. They went and visited the Palace of Versailles, and that they claimed that they saw... I'm going to go kind of off memory here, because I've heard this a couple times. They said they were on like a tour, okay? And this is where, over in France, where Marie Antoinette lived, okay? Uh-huh. So they were on a tour, walking through the gardens and looking at everything. They kind of split off from the tour group, okay? Mm-hmm. And it said that they like went over a little bridge and went out and, you know, saw some people that were dressed in like really old like clothing, you know, like period correct for way back then. And they thought, oh, well, they must be like actors or something that are, you know, just on the grounds to kind of like you can ask them questions and stuff. Like a lot of times at historical places they have that where it's like, you know, oh, who are you? And like, oh, I'm the groundskeeper or whatever, you know, stuff like that. So they didn't really talk to any of them, but they walked through. They came to like a gazebo, and there was couple people in there. That would stink. Sorry.
Yeah, good Lord, burp that way.
I'm talking this way. I'm talking to you. And they saw a lady. I want to say she was drawing or something like that, and they just kind of wandered around the grounds, whatever. Finally, started heading back up and got back to the main thing, and then everything kind of like flipped back to normal. When they looked into it a little bit further, they found out that like that bridge and that gazebo and stuff aren't there. Like they looked into it and were like, well, what is that? They started doing some research and found that it basically, the layout of the grounds back in 1700s or whatever it was with Marie Antoinette was that. And they believe like the girl that they saw was her, that it looked just like her, they said. So these two ladies, I mean, I want to say that I can't remember how this story came out, but they told it and they said, we don't know if it was a time slip or what it was, but nothing matched up with what they even went back, like I want to say it was like a year later, and couldn't the bridge they went over, the gazebo, none of that's there. It was totally different. So whether it's an interesting story that the two ladies thought up drinking wine one night, or it's actually true, it was a while. I was like, well, that's cool, whether it's true or not. Like sometimes I like those either way.
Yeah.
And there was one other one, which this is kind of short, but a guy, there was a guy that, I want to say this is back in the 40s or 50s. He had something crazy like 100 stocks that hit in a row. Basically, where he started with like $20 or something back in the 40s and hit like major, like 5,000%, 3,000%, 500%. Just everything he put his money on, just boom, 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 boom. And it just kept going up until finally they arrested him. Like, they were like, wait, what is going, like, they thought it was like stock manipulation or insider trading or something like that. And he claimed that he was a time traveler from the future and he just knew what was going to happen. And I want to say, this was one of the ones I deleted from what I was going to tell, because I think that they just said, well, it's just a story that somebody made up. But again, that's the biggest way to disprove something. You say, oh, it's just a story somebody made up. But they said, I want to say he just disappeared one day on them. Like he was in jail or something and just was gone the next. Like, I don't know if he broke out or what, but it was something crazy. Like, he racked up like, $80 million or something just over like a 20-day period or something.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like the whole Biff.
Can we time travel?
I would love to. That'd be so cool. That's one of the coolest things I wish I could do, or wish you could do. Of course, that's never going to be something that they're going to be like, yeah, time travel, sure. Do that.
Everybody, come on.
Because people would completely fuck up the world.
They would collapse our economy.
There's so much stuff. Like, I saw another video about the guy.
There's too many greedy people.
I saw something about the simulation this week, and it was Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's that scientist that's been on Rogan a few times. He's like an astrophysicist, and
he believes that we're in a...
Yeah, he's got the same thing. I'll just show you some of his videos. Dude's super smart. But he said, imagine we're in like where we're at right now, and I can create a video game with a world where it's open and people can go wherever they want, and nobody in the video game knows that they're in a simulation. Mm-hmm. And he said, so imagine somebody in that world creates a simulation.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm looking for something I sent you the other night. I want to talk about it. Hold on.
But he said, imagine somebody in that world creates a simulation, and then somebody in the world below them creates a simulation, and so on and so on and so on. Like, once the people get to be smart enough to create a simulation, you could just exponentially go down and just have infinite numbers of simulations. He said, and it's the same thing that Elon said. He said it's more likely that we're just one of those simulations than we're the original. So he said, because potentially there could be 10 million or 100 million simulations. So do you believe that we're the original real one, or are we one of the 100 million simulations of it?
So, something I sent you earlier this week.
Yeah.
And I totally believe in this. So maybe it's not a simulation.
Okay.
I don't want to get religious because I'm not religious at all. You can ask Cody. I'm not religious at all. But this kind of hit home a little bit with you and me.
I don't remember what this says. What is this?
Hold on. Once I heard the devil doesn't make it harder on people who are already his. Bad people thrive and good people suffer because the devil's already in them. The devil is helping them.
Yeah.
So I guess in a sense of it's a simulation, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a God versus devil, and God has a hold on some.
Yeah.
Which puts us to the hard times, and those who already have the devil in them have the good times.
Yeah. I saw something
about
else
that.
about that. There was something else that popped up about it. When you sent me that,
I saw that yesterday, and I sent it to him, and I said, we go through so many hard times because I feel like I said, I'm not a religious person. I believe in signs. I believe in things like that. I'm not hugely religious, but that resonated with me a lot because we go through a lot of hard times. You and I have gone through a lot of hard times.
Well, it's basically...
Ever since we were 20 years old.
It's
20.
Well, that's all millennials, basically. But it basically said that, like...
The devil already has his grip on someone. He's not going to let them have a hard time. He's going to let them have a good time.
Yeah. If the devil hadn't gotten to you, he's going to try to push you into the darkness, kind of, is what the thing is. And I was like, I mean, if all this is, if the afterlife, heaven and hell and God and devil and all that's real, I'm like, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that, like, I'm going to try to drag you down to where I'm at, basically. So if you're experiencing tough times and all that,
come find me, I'll help you, is what the devil is saying.
Like, or to get you to do stuff that you shouldn't be doing or whatever. It's those, like, temptations and constant stuff that's trying to drag you down.
It was extremely odd that our youngest asked us last night.
Oh my God, that was weird.
The most deep question you can ever ask anyone, and our 6-year-old asked us this last night.
He said, "Who created God?"
He asked us last night,
and I was like, "Well,"
and I said, "Go ask your father. He went to Catholic school."
I said, "Well," and this is what I told him. I said, "God has always been there. He created everything," and he was like, "But who created him?" And I said, "Well, nobody created him. He was just always there. He is the creator of everything else. So he created planets, animals, the earth, everything." And he's like, "But how did he get here?" And that's like, for a 6-year-old, it kind of blew my mind because that is the question that everyone asks. And I saw something that said this. It said, "I don't know what's scarier. Is it thinking that if God was the first person, who created God?" And it said, is it scary to think that somebody created God, or that God has always been here and is infinite, or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like it starts to, like, blow your mind. Like, I'm not phrasing it right, but it was basically like, what's scarier, is that God has always been there?
But he literally asked us as we were going to bed. Yeah,
and I was like, bro, we're diving in.
So I texted my mother-in-law, I'm like, be prepared, because I'll
have to find that.
My in-laws, his parents, are very religious. Would you say? Yeah. And my parents are too, but they're Catholic. So, over the years, I think they got tired. Their knees couldn't take any more bowing. But I texted her and just said, beware. Or be prepared. We told him to ask you. We thought you'd be better to answer the question than us.
I wish I could find it. Because the way I'm wording it isn't...
But that was
isn't right.
For a 6-year-old to ask that is so deep.
Yeah, I was like, where did that come from?
Random yesterday. I have a rant, but I don't want to say it. I already told you it.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up. We're wrapping up here. All right, so me and Sam are going to do beer pong here in a second.
Live on TikTok.
So we're going to go live on TikTok. I don't know if this is going to be part of this episode or like a half episode we're going to do right after this. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll do that here in a few minutes.
I'm going to lose.
Yeah, she's going to lose because she sucks.
I'm going to end up drunk and have to go run a 5K tomorrow.
Yep. So that'll be fun. Tune in for that. But we will see you guys next week. Let's try to stay weird, guys. And
let's try to stay safe and positive this week.
Yeah. This episode's kind of a bummer. Not as much fun as normal. I don't like it. You kind of bummed me out with all your ranting a little bit.
I didn't rant.
It's all Samantha's fault. God.
I didn't rant.
I know.
Samantha.
But I had to tone it down.
I'm not Samantha.
I had to see how she hits me. That's evidence now. Okay.
Go ahead.
I had to tone it down several times. Okay.
That is not my name.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Always trying to hush me.